So in this video, I'm going to explain and try to show how to make the foot for my amigurumi capybara pattern. Now it's actually quite simple, but it's just kind of an interesting technique and one you could probably use with other amigurumi that you are making. So as you can see here, I have the completed foot fully crocheted with the hole at the end, as you would have normally if you finish it. And the first thing we're going to do is stuff it. Now, we don't want to stuff it too much, or else you're going to end up with not quite the foot shape you want. But we're going to put enough in here, nice squish to it, and then we're going to sew it up. And as you see in this, I've attached a different colored yarn to make it easier for you to see what is going on. But normally it would still be the same color as your foot. So we'll just sew this up. As you can see, it is now sewed up and it's ready for the next step, which is making the toes. Now the toes are pretty easy. We're going to use this string that we still have left, and we're going to place the needle into the body of the foot, and we're going to pull it out about halfway to maybe a third away from the end of the foot. And we're going to pull it out like so, and now we're going to put the string how we want the toe to be, and then we're going to pull this over and place our needle through the foot exactly behind where we had put it on the front. You see how it's going through? And now we pull through. Now what we've done is created a loop that goes through the whole foot all the way around. And what we're going to do is, while we have it where we want it to be, we slowly tighten it. We keep tightening, and this will cause it to cinch. And we have created what looks like to be a separate toe from this. Now, if you want to, you can stop right here and go on to the next toe. Or if you want to make this more defined, you can continue to pass the yarn through the foot again a couple more times, just like this. And there you have your toe, and you can clearly see where it starts and ends. And now we're going to take the needle through the body of the toe again, over a few stitches like before, and we're going to repeat this for the second division. So once again, you have the string coming out of the foot, wrap it over where you want your toe to be, you go to the back, you insert your needle, you look towards the front to see if it's coming out at the same spot, and then you pull it through. There we go. You make sure that the string is where you want it to be before you start pulling it tight. You don't want to pull it too tight. I mean, it doesn't need that much force, but you know, make it look nice and cinched in. And again, I'm going to do this again. Pull it through, put it over, pull it through again. Okay. Now we're going to make I like to make a little tiny knot. This is how I tend to fasten off. See, you put your needle into the fabric just a little bit where it came out, put it through and tighten. And now you shouldn't have that coming loose. And now what we're going to do, we're going to continue to use this string to sew this toe, this foot, to the body. So I'm going to take my needle back towards the start here, and now this is ready to sew to the body of the capybara. Now I don't have another capybara without a toe foot to attach. But I do have this completed one, which I will try to show you. Okay. As you can see on this capybara, this already has its feet attached, but it should show pretty well how this works. So you pick it up and you're going to place your capybara on a flat surface the way you want it to sit when you're done. And you take the foot and you're going to place it under the body like this one is. And when you do that, you'll then hold it with one hand and you will start to use this string to sew it to the body. Now I like to sew it starting from one end here, stitch by stitch, sewing it here. But if you do only that, this foot is gonna flop around. What you're going to do afterwards is you take your needle and you're going to put it through the body and come up a little bit underneath the foot here. You're going to sew it a few more stitches to the body. That way you don't just have one point in which this foot is attached. You're going to have, as you can see, like a second row a little bit farther into the foot, right around in this area, that's going to attach the foot to the body, making it very snug and secure. And there you go. And once you have